Dating for dinner.
I have definitely dated for dinner before.
I feel like I've inadvertently dated for dinner for sure.
I actually recently got a DM on Instagram from a guy that asked if I wanted to go out for dinner, and he said pick a place, and I couldn't think of it. He gave me a list of places. One of them was Nobu in Malibu, which I can't afford on my own, and I love the view, and I can meet up with friends later, so I agreed to it. So I will be seeing him next Thursday. It's 100% for the food. He's very annoying, but you know, I love that atmosphere, and who knows who I'll meet in the bathroom.
There's definitely been times where I've just been hungry and somebody's offered to take me out.
My favorite place is probably right now it's Petit Trois on Highland, and it's a French restaurant, and I'm just waiting for someone to bring me there because I went on my own and I spent like $100 that I don't have. So I'm definitely looking for guys on Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, Raya, everything to take me there.
Il Castello in Beverly Hills, Mastro's in Malibu, also another place in Malibu, Cafe Habana. I like a good taco truck too, not always bougie.
My best date ever was actually a couple of weeks ago with this British guy. We went to a bar and then we went to go eat, and then we stayed up all night, and then we had sex on the first night, which was amazing. And then the next morning we got breakfast together, so I got 2 meals out of it, and it was the best date ever, I think.
One time we were at Catch LA, and a guy dropped about $2,000, but half of that was on alcohol. And I was not the one keep spending, but I wasn't saying no either, so.
I've definitely had to buy someone dinner. I dated a lot of skateboarders back in the day, and if you've dated a skateboarder before, you know that they will drain your bank account. They never have money on them. I was always buying their Taco Bell, but normal guys, well, my ex-boyfriend, actually, when we first started dating, I cooked for him. The next week he said, okay, I'll cook for you. And I was like, okay, great. So I get there, I eat the meal, and then he tells me, okay, so I spent about $14 in groceries, can you Venmo me $7?
I always offer to pay for dinner, and I don't know, I do the half in the purse, would you like me to, but it never gets farther than that usually. If a man, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, when I was much younger, a man had me pay for sushi, half and half on sushi, and I was goodbye. It was our first date. I was like, what? Excuse me? Especially on a first date, a man should pay, in my opinion. If you're taking me out on a date, I didn't ask him on a date.
My dream guy is 6 foot and above, kind of slender, long, straggly hair, British. It doesn't matter what color eyes he has, maybe light colored hair, and I like guys that look sick. They look like rock stars or, homeless people.
I don't do any type of online dating, so all of the guys that I meet are usually either through friends that have set me up, or I'm just a very sociable person, and if I see a guy that I think is cute, I will make some type of excuse to go speak with him. Or, sometimes I get just, hit on. I think Los Angeles is one of those types of places that, if you're out and about and looking a certain way, a man will say hello to you. We're not in the Midwest where it's weird. I don't know, actually.
My advice for dating in LA is probably never put your eggs in one basket. Always know that you're going to be disappointed, so have fun. And just prepare to marry someone in London and not LA.
I guess just be yourself. I think a lot of girls, they just try a little too hard. They're not open. I think also girls just get really, really jaded here, and they kind of give up. They're I'm never gonna find a nice guy, or they set these rules for themselves. I'm not gonna hook up with him until he spends $5,000 on me, or like whatever, the certain amount of money, and then it's like the guy loses interest because he sees her as someone that's disingenuous. And I think everyone's looking for a connection and someone that likes them for more than just their possessions or their looks. If you're the woman, you know, I think everyone just really wants to connect on that level, even though it is like LA and it's fake. A lot of guys have that idea that if I take you out to a nice dinner, if I'm spending $100 or something on you, immediately I'm supposed to go home and do gross things with them. And it's like, no, work towards it. I'll more likely do some even weirder stuff with you. If you're not thirsty and you're a nice guy, I'm gonna like you more, you know?
The most expensive present I've ever gotten was when I dated a guy in college, actually. That's sad, it's been a while. And he got me like a $500 bag, which isn't that much, but it was a lot back then. And it's still a lot now, actually.
I got like a shopping spree, which was like a $5,000 Chanel bag. I got a $30,000 Rolex. I got a $6,000 Louis Vuitton bag and a Dior sweater, which I don't even know, I think it was like $2,000.
The best place to meet rich guys, any restaurant with a bar in Beverly Hills. You just sit there, order your first drink yourself, probably like cost you 20 bucks for a glass of wine, which is a lot, and then wait for someone to invite you to their dinner table and then eat all their food and then bounce.
I love Isabel, which is technically kind of West Hollywood. Delilah is always a good spot. The Montage, but you can be easily mistaken for a hooker there, like an escort. But it's a good place to meet people. I would say anywhere. Oh, I love meeting people at Chateau Marmont, but I mean, that takes a little bit of planning, or you need to know someone, because it's not like you can just walk into Chateau on a Friday. But I mean, kind of anywhere that it's a little bit more exclusive. Like, I don't want to just date someone that doesn't share the same type of values as me, I guess. AKA, like, I like to eat well and drink well.
Now dating, I save so much money dating because I'm actually like getting people to buy me dinners and lunches.
I don't ever like to eat too much on a date if I'm really attracted to the man, because you never know where it's going, and I don't want to be like some bloated sausage. I would really, really be satisfied with a millionaire, for sure. Obviously a billionaire would be wonderful, but I think dating-wise, a millionaire.
Dating for dinner or other things.